Hey guys, GWAR is celebrating 30 years of Scumdogs of the Universe. And on Friday they had a live stream. This is a live stream like no other live stream that I ever participated in or that I ever attended. It started at 6 o'clock in the afternoon and it went into the wee hours of the night. You definitely got your money's worth from GWAR for this experience, for this in-home experience of this live stream. The live stream started off with them showing an old concert from back in the day, from like 30 years ago, and that was a nice nostalgic way of getting the night started. And I felt like it was an important aspect if you're going to celebrate the 30 years of the band and if you're going to celebrate the 30 years of this record and the impact that this record has had for them. This is their best-selling record to date. You really have to push the envelope and go a little bit further back into the vault and give the fans a little bit of a taste of how it was to be at a GWAR live show 30 years ago. So that's how they started off the night, that's how they started off the live stream. In between that, they had some cameos of the current GWAR members, a little bit of a talk, a little bit of a joke here and there, some commercials, pushing some merch, which is totally fine. It was really an enjoyable start of the evening. After that show was over, they moved into a play-by-play, if you will, of the record, Scumdogs of the Universe. So they played a little bit of each track and then they talked a little bit about how those tracks were made, the whole work that went into putting those songs together, and then overall the record. I thought from a fan's perspective that was outstanding because you got to see a different side of the band and you got to see how this album came together, the work that went into putting these songs together, the influences that went into some of these tracks, something that I wasn't even aware of as a fan. I didn't know what to expect and I didn't know what was the driving force behind these songs. So sitting there and listening to them talk about the record, playing a little bit of the record and going through on a song-by-song basis, it was really an absolute outstanding moment of the night. I really felt like it gave me a glimpse into how this record came about. Then finally it was time for the live stream. The live stream was not so live because it was pre-recorded, but for us watching it, it felt like it was happening there. And by the way, throughout all of this, there was a chat box on the side of the live stream, or on the side of the stream, that was absolutely coming to life with every single minute that was passing by. With every single thing that was happening, the chat room was absolutely lit. I don't know what was more entertaining, watching the performance or watching or reading what was happening in the chat room. I had an absolute laugh just reading what was going on in the conversations that were happening. Now, as the live stream starts, two-thirds into the live stream and the connection drops out. I mean, I don't think you could have a GWAR live stream show without some technical difficulties. I actually thought they did it on purpose. Now, I don't know if it was on purpose or not, I don't think it was, but it almost came across that way. It almost came across as a joke that they would play two-thirds of a song and then cut into technical difficulties and play this elevator music on this waiting for the problem to be solved kind of screen. I thought it was hilarious. I thought it was just perfect. It wouldn't be a GWAR show without some shit going sideways, so shit definitely went sideways right at the beginning of the night. I mean, up until that point, it was flawless, and then when the main event, the thing that everybody was there for is about to start, it ends abruptly. Coitus interruptus, and it was over. Now, we waited around, reading the chat room, seeing what was going on. Obviously, we knew that this problem was going to be fixed and the night was not going to be over, and the problem was fixed. They restarted the stream from the beginning and then it played flawlessly. I love the fact that they brought some of the old members back. That added a little bit of a nostalgic sense to the whole night, to the whole performance. They played the album in its entirety, so I really enjoyed the overall experience. I enjoyed how it was recorded. It gave me a sense of being in the front row. I've never been at the front row at a GWAR show. I always fear for my life to be in the front row of a GWAR show, so I've never had that personal experience. But through this live stream, I felt safe enough in the comfort of my home and the perspective that they gave me from the camera angles that I could be in that front row and enjoy the show to its fullest, and that's exactly what I did. I loved the perspective that they gave us. I loved everything that was happening. The interaction that I felt that is always a huge part of a GWAR show, it was still there. Obviously, the fans are not physically there, but I felt that they did a wonderful job really connecting with the fans in the chat room to give us a sense that just because we're not there physically, that doesn't mean this cannot be your typical GWAR show through and through. So I got that sense from them throughout the evening, throughout the night, throughout the performance. Then at the end of the performance, there was a Q&A, once again going beyond the Call of Duty, if you will, and having a Q&A with the fans. I thought that was magnificent. It really added the cherry on top of what was a very long but enjoyable evening. And if you think about it, the evening would have cost you a $15 ticket, and I think that you got more than $15 worth of GWAR entertainment on that Friday night. It was perhaps 4 or 5 hours, maybe a little bit pushing beyond the 5 hours of GWAR for 15 bucks. I think that's incredible. That's a steal, and I had a blast spending my Friday evening with GWAR and everybody else in the chat room, and reading the comments and laughing and enjoying the performance, enjoying the songs. It was just overall an outstanding night and an outstanding experience. I really hope that they do more of this, specifically if you're covering such an important event as the 30-year anniversary of Scumdogs of the Universe. I think you have to go beyond just a live stream. You have to go and really push all the boundaries, be as creative as you can, and bring as much value to the table to be worth it for all the fans to join in on that stream, join in on that experience, and walk away feeling that they had a once-in-a-lifetime kind of night. And that's exactly how I felt when I shut down the computer. This is it, guys. This is my review of the live stream GWAR Scumdogs of the Universe, the 30-year anniversary. Let me know if you were there, if you watched it. Use the comment section below. I'll be dying to know if you were one of those guys going absolutely mental in that chat room. See you guys.